Welcome to this short introductory video about SPICE4CARS.com. I will explain to you within a few minutes what's the goal of this website, what you can find there, and how to use it. The idea for this website was born in 2024. The amount of SPICE models which are relevant for the automotive industry is increasing. Not all of them are as much important as the automotive SPICE model, which is the oldest one of the set of models displayed on this website. But of course, it makes sense to implement, for example, a systematic process improvement approach for mechanical engineering process to integrate cybersecurity into your process landscape. And the relevance of the model automotive SPICE potential analysis is increasing as well because it's harmonizing the approach between OEMs to evaluate supplier before they get awarded. So let's first talk about the goals for this website, SPICE4CARS.com. The first goal I basically already mentioned. It's about giving you access to the most important SPICE models. Of course, this should be done in an easy-to-use approach, means comfortable access to the content. But that's not all about this website. We at Process Fellows, we conduct regularly webinars. Topics for those webinars are not only about SPICE models, but they always relate to our main business mission, improving processes. We support you to manage the complexity of your processes and being successful implementing them. During an A-SPICE assessment, we allocate evidences to SPICE model elements like base practices and generic practice. Why shouldn't we allocate our knowledge presented in webinars to such model elements too? Whenever you as a person interested into SPICE is looking for some information, you would of course look first for the topic, which means the process or practice, and then you would look for the answer to your question related to this topic. And of course, it's not only about our webinars. We receive questions in our seminars about how to interpret and how to implement A-SPICE practices. Or we receive questions like, can you please show us a template for writing a quality assurance plan? Of course, it makes sense to allocate such knowledge pieces to the SPICE model elements as well. By the way, such knowledge pieces do have a value. That's the reason why we call them knowledge nuggets. Everybody knows what is a website, but I would call SPICE4CARS.com rather a knowledge web instead of a website. Of course, we cannot share all of our knowledge on a public website. If we would do so, we would compromise our own business. So this means if you have further questions, you want to go into more details than explained on SPICE4CARS.com, give us a call or write an email to info@processfellows.de. We would love to support you in your process improvement journey. And remember, our slogan is, imagine you enjoy improvement. That's our promise for you. Let's talk a bit more concrete about the knowledge nuggets. Basically, we can categorize them per complexity. There are small-sized knowledge nuggets. These are typically short explanations or terms, or maybe just shouting out an important process improvement principle. So it's a short and clear statement. The medium-sized knowledge nuggets do often have a PowerPoint presentation attached, giving you a more concrete insight into the selected topic. To give you an example, there are some presentations focusing on the changes between the old and the new A-SPICE version. And there are large-sized knowledge nuggets. These do not have just one attachment, but often there is even a video attached. Actually, most likely, such videos are recordings of our webinars. Let's start now with a quick tour through our website. This is the homepage of SPICE4CARS. It shows all SPICE models, which are right now available on SPICE4CARS.com. It's not shown here on this screenshot, but you can scroll further down and you will find an introductory video to automotive SPICE and this video about SPICE4CARS, which you are right now watching. By the way, our website SPICE4CARS.com is mobile friendly. It's still not a smartphone app, and right now we do not have plans to create an app. But did you know that you can add websites as a web app to the home screen of your smartphone? This was actually the very first activity I did when we published the website. My Android phone did even automatically ask me if I want to install the website as an app on my phone. Still, it's not a native app. So you need cell phone connection, otherwise you cannot access the content of the website. Let's move on to more details. Now, this is the entry page which is shown to you if you select one of the SPICE models. Here in this case, it's Automotive SPICE. At the top of the screen, you see both logos, the SPICE4CARS.com logo and the Process Fellows logo. If you click on them, you will be directed to the respective homepage. And on the top right corner, you see the current selected SPICE model. If you click on this light blue button, you can select the other available SPICE models. So it's really easy to switch between the models. That's great, especially if you want to compare models. For example, what's the content of project management in SPICE, and what are the requirements for project management in the potential analysis model? There's as well a navigation bar at the bottom. The icons there basically link the specific chapters within the selected model. If you use them, this is always within the context of the current selected SPICE model. For example, if you would click on information item characters now, we would only see those which are relevant for Automotive SPICE, but no items of the other SPICE models are shown. This is now a typical view for an individual process. The structure displayed follows, of course, a definition like it's specified in the selected SPICE model. While process purpose and process outcomes are not expandable, base practice and output information items are displayed in clickable bars. This approach was chosen because you first get an overview of such items. Then, after clicking on one item, you get all the information below such an item. Whenever you see the blue share icon, you can click on it, and the respective URL is automatically copied to your clipboard. So it's easy to share content of this knowledge web. Just paste the URL into your chat message or into your email. There's a red icon, a doctoral cap. This indicates, by the way, you found a knowledge nugget. Just by clicking on it, you are digging for the nugget content, if you want to say so. This page is now showing exactly this scenario. We clicked on the red doctoral cap close to the process name SPI4CARS Software Requirements Analysis. Theoretically, there could be an unlimited amount of knowledge nuggets linked with this process. That's the reason why the content of the nugget is not shown immediately. Instead, first comes a list with an overview of all linked nuggets. By clicking now on one of those nuggets, the details are displayed. Here we see an example of a small knowledge nugget. A nugget has few basic attributes, like a title, an author, and a description. This is an example of a medium-sized nugget. It has, of course, the same attributes, but in addition, there's an attachment. Such an attachment is often a PowerPoint presentation, respectively a PDF file. Of course, you can directly click on this link and the attachment is opened within your browser. This PowerPoint presentation gives you a brief overview on SPI1 and SPI2. Actually, these slides are an excerpt from one of our introductory SPICE trainings. And now, last not least, I show you one example of a nugget which I call a large nugget. It has an attachment too, even two attachments, and one of them is a link for a video. This example is actually a recorded webinar, which was done by my colleague Timo. We store all of our webinars on our YouTube channel. That's the reason why we find here a YouTube link. And of course, like shown earlier with the link to the PDF file, you can click on it and you are directed to the video. It's actually a video of a 1 hour duration explaining the different requirements levels in requirements engineering. Let's go back to the view of an individual process. This screen is the same I have shown earlier, but I did scroll down to the bottom. That's the reason why you now see the list of base practice and output information items. Remember, all items displayed in a bar are clickable. This means if you click for an example on base practice 1 about specifying software requirements, you will see the complete content of this base practice. This is what happened in this view. We see now all the content of the base practice 1. And there's a really cool feature which isn't very obvious. but it's very helpful and is just another example that such an electronic model browser has some advantages compared to a printed pocket guide. Do you see these terms which have a dark gray background? I show you another screen to make this more obvious. There are two terms, the functional requirements and the term verification. Both do have a dark gray background. This means they are terms coming from the glossary. And should I say obviously? No, it's not obvious, but they are clickable. I'm not doing it right now. Try it out yourself. If you click on it, the term definition is expanded and you don't have to switch over to the glossary chapter. The term definition is just integrated into the base practice itself. By the way, the implemented linking algorithm is not only searching for the exact phrase. The algorithm is searching as well for some simple term variations like singular and plural. It's not a high sophisticated linguistic algorithm. Still, it finds more terms than just simply comparing the term like it's written. Again, isn't this cool? You can't do this with a printed pocket guide at all. Another feature, which is only possible because our SPICE4CARS.com is a database, that's about the listed output information items. You may know those information item characteristics are listed in the appendix of the assessment model. Within a printed pocket guide, you would have to move constantly back and forward between the main part, which is showing the browser's details, and the appendix. Using the SPICE4CARS.com website, you do not have to move between chapters. The information is just at your fingertips. For example, you click on the bar entitled with requirements attribute, and you have all the details available. And as a bonus, you get the information for free. Where is this information item actually referenced within the SPICE model? And I think I do not have to mention it. You can, of course, click on these references and jump to those other browsers which are using the same information item. Did I tell you already that I really like integrated electronic information systems? Just kidding. I think you know now the most important aspects of our website, SPICE4CARS.com. Using the glossary is super simple as well. It's just a list of terms. Terms are displayed in clickable bars, and like you already know, if you click on such a bar, you get the details. So easy. I skipped the chapter with the information item characteristics. The implementation of this chapter is very similar to the glossary. It's basically the same approach, just different content. Last not least, let's talk about the last link on the very right side of the bottom navigation bar. It shows us an alphabetical list of all knowledge nuggets which are linked within the selected SPICE model. So this list is again context sensitive. If you select a different SPICE model using the button on the top, you would see a different list. There's a simple search functionality implemented. And because there are so many knowledge nuggets, there's a pagination implemented as well. You know, if you click on such bars, you get the details. Here in this case, you get the details about the knowledge nuggets like explained earlier. The only difference is that in addition, you get the location within the model the nugget is actually linked with. Each knowledge nugget can be linked multiple times, not just once. And here you see all of these linkages. I just want to remind you, you can share such knowledge nuggets with your friends and colleagues. Just click on this blue share icon. The URL is automatically copied to your clipboard, and you can paste the URL into a chat message or into an email quite easily. Thanks a lot for your interest into our knowledge web, SPICE4CARS.com. I hope you are now excited as much I am on this. Stay tuned for future features. Whenever we at Process Fellows do have some spare time, we add additional knowledge nuggets, and we will add as well new features. Or you just join our regular webinars. You can register for them on our website, processfellows.de. Even better, you should register for our regular newsletter so you don't miss any future news.
You are the pioneers. With your visions, your ideas, and your passion to make things better. And we are the ones who protect you from pitfalls. We are by your side whenever needed as a true fellow. Reliable, pragmatic, realistic. Together we make your product come alive. Imagine you enjoy improvement. process fellows.